What's going on, guys? I had to rearrange my entire office because my computer monitor actually went out about a week or two ago, and then I was using my TV and that wasn't working for me because the resolution wasn't good. So it was kind of like pixelated, making my eyes all crazy. So I actually bought a new one today. It's like a curved screen, works really well. And I actually put the TV up here so we could watch some Fanatix videos while we're doing videos. So anyway, hope everyone is doing well. Really quick before we get into it, we got our winner for the Saddleman C Indy Ridge boots, Clockworks windshield, ultra cool oil filter. We got our winner, and that person is Robert Walker from Arkansas. So if you're watching, man, reach out to me at john@cycle-fanatics.com. But don't worry if you're not watching, I'm gonna be reaching out to you here shortly. So that is closed, that is over. Congratulations. Anyway, what we're gonna do today is I'm going to show you guys what I did the other day. We actually had, it was through a course of 2 days. I had two club events that we had to go to, and it was hot. It was in the 90s, super humid here in New Jersey last week. So what I did was I recorded the temperatures, because remember, I told you guys with the ultra cool oil cooler right there and the filter is down there. I did do readings when I first put it in. I did readings before I had it in. I did readings after I had it in. Even it was hotter, but I think we started the readings with the temperature of about 70 degrees. And then when I installed the ultra cool oil cooler, I think it was about like 76, 77 degrees. But then, like I said the other day, it was in the 90s and it was just super humid, heat wave, crazy hot. And what's crazy is, wait until you see the temperatures that I got from the 2 days of riding to the two events. Engine was obviously definitely up to temp, and you're going to be definitely impressed with what that ultra cool oil could do. And also what I did was I took measurements from the other guys' bikes as well. Some were stock, some had some work done to it. I also took a temperature reading off of Nadal's Street Glide, which has the 131, and he's running the fan on the oil cooler, on the stock oil cooler, and he also has love jugs. And I also took a temperature from Tuna's bike, which is a brand new Road Glide Limited with oiled cooled heads. And you are not going to believe the differences between all those measurements. So definitely stay tuned. But what I'm gonna do right now, as I'm talking to you guys, this is like another thing, because I do want to mention about my Let's Roll lift and dolly system. So that's what I always use to lift the bike up. That's the Let's Roll lift, and that's the Let's Roll dolly system. I'm gonna show you guys how I put this under the bike, because not only do I use it for when like I'm changing the oil, and a lot of people said, well, that's kind of like redundant. Why do you have, you could just use the lift. But not really, because once you put the lift underneath the bike, that whole mechanism, any kind of lift, right? Any lift, once you put it up, the mechanisms are still there, the lift is still there, and it's kind of in a way. That's why the Let's Roll Cruiser lift and dolly system I love, because once you put this under the bike, this whole middle section is open so you could work. So also my son's bike, the Honda Shadow, we're gonna be doing some maintenance to that. And I already had it on the Let's Roll lift and dolly system the other day just to make sure it fits. And it actually works for that bike perfectly. And you could get to the oil filter. So if I just used that lift or any lift, you wouldn't be able to get to the oil filter because it's kind of right in the middle. But using this dolly system, this whole center part is open, so that's why it's perfect. You can still get your hands up in there. There's no lift in there. You just got the two rails. Not only do I use this lift to obviously work on the bike, right? I have a one-car garage, so it's about, I'm gonna say, 13, 14 feet wide, and it's about 30 feet deep. So I have my garage here. I got the Busa right there. Oh, I just did a nice ride video the other day. It was about 64 degrees out early in the morning. I'm actually in the process of editing that now. But I got a storage closet there. That's what I built, right? And then I built myself an office here. So this way, you know, I have everything close to my bike. I got my helmets, I got my cameras. I do all my editing here. I got boots up there. I got bags. I have, like, you know, I charge my batteries here, everything for the GoPro, DJI drone, all of that. I got my good camera up there. So I like having everything kind of close to my fingertips, right? So everything pretty much in this room, other than all my leather jackets and kind of my jackets, and most of my riding gear is inside the house. I don't want to have like bugs and spiders and stuff crawling up in there. I do have my helmets here, but I have them out here because I charge the Shockwave Bluetooth audio system on it. So that's the setup. So it's a small garage, but yet I love it because everything is set up, you know, to how I like it, and I have everything that I need. I got my toolbox, I got my cabinets up there with all tchotchke and stuff that I use. But this is another reason why I use the Let's Roll lift and dolly system. You see how kind of no matter what you do, like right now the Busa is parked here, right? And it's leaned over. I gotta get rid of some of that stuff over there too. But just like the bike sits, because it's a +2 suspension, the bike sits so much on an angle that it's kind of in the way. So what I normally do when I know I'm not going to ride the bike kind of, you know, for a couple days, let me show you what I do to kind of get a lot more space out of the garage, because as you guys can see, look how much the bike is tilted over. I'm literally losing like a couple feet of space. So like, I know that I'm not gonna be riding the Road Glide for a while. Create some space. And like I said, this dolly system and lift is great for working on the bike, but it has so many other great features, which I'll show you guys here in a second. But all you gotta do is obviously put the lift underneath. We're going to raise the lift. Now I'm gonna roll the dolly underneath, because this really gets annoying when you have a small garage and you start running out of room. I got 2 bikes in here. I would love to have a third, but that's kind of pushing it right now as far as the space goes. So I have it on there, and now you just roll it underneath, and now I could put it down onto the dolly. So I'm gonna show you guys in a second how much space this is actually going to save me. It's incredible. And another thing is, this is almost like having 2 lifts in one, because while the Road Glide is on the dolly system, I could actually take this lift and go work on my son's bike, or if a friend comes over and we gotta lift their bike up, it's actually 2 lifts in one. And now I could just pull that out and use it for the next bike. So now, if I walk out of the garage, right, look how close and tight, it's a little cockeyed, but look how close and tight it is up against the wall. And look how much space now I just saved because the bike isn't leaned over. So now I have ample enough space. I literally, like, if I took that stuff out and moved the Hayabusa over, I would easily have enough space for 3 bikes wide. I could probably put 4 in here if I put them, you know, 2 over there, but it just saves so much space. And not only is the bike on the dolly, but I could roll it around. I could move it from there to outside to the left side, wherever I want. So, you know, I use this lift for so many different applications, it's crazy. So if you do want to check them out, go to www.letsroll.store. I'll leave a link down below in the description, and also the quality of the components are really, really good. I just really like it because, like I said, I have a small garage. It's really tight, compact, and I like to utilize my space like very well. That's why I have like the stuff hung up on the walls. You know me, guys, I try to be as neat as possible. You're never gonna see my garage in disarray. This lift, like I said, this lift helps in so many ways now. Now I could actually take the bike, I could roll it outside, I could wash it, and while I'm actually using this lift, say, to fix my son's bike. So yes, if you're interested, check it out. But I'm gonna be showing you guys more applications with this lift in the next couple months. We're also gonna be doing, like I said, some maintenance work on my son's bike. Here is those 2 days with me checking with the thermal gun, checking the head temps on my bike and the other guys' bikes, and you're gonna be really, really amazed at the results that I got.
Is it a hot one today? It is 89 degrees right now. It was like 96 before. I got my Indy Ridge Night 3.0 fully vented on today because it is so hot. Head over to IndyRidgeUSA.com, use code Fanatix10, get yourself a pair, get 10% off. Joe's got shorts on. That's how hot it is. Let me see. That's crazy. 258 degrees on the front. 280 in the back. That's crazy. And it's 90 degrees today. So I'm going to show you guys later. I'll be back. Moto Visuals, check them out. You got, how's your new camera?
It's good.
Good? You like it? How you like it?
I like it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not real loud. I mean, when I'm on a highway cruising, it's nice.
Right.
But you open it up, you hear it rip.
It looks so good with the blue.
No, I just gotta get it. It's got even a blue sticker on it. Yeah.
It's nice. It's really nice. Let's see really quick. Interesting, 260. Wow. 300. Everyone is different. Day 2, we have another club event that I have to attend to. Man, that Khrome Werks exhaust, boy, listen to that thing. But anyway, again, we're gonna go over the temps because it's even hotter today. And the dial's coming. I'm gonna hop on a highway in a second, head to the clubhouse and show you guys his bike. And I'm gonna take another reading because let me tell you, this oil cooler, the secondary oil cooler, really is doing the trick and keeping the heat down on this 128 stage 4. That's putting down a good amount of power. Really feel at ease, more at ease and more comfortable knowing that I have it on there on the bike and I don't have to worry about the motor overheating. Oh, that thing sounds so good. I had these boots on yesterday. It was 90 something degrees. The Night 3.0s. Head over to IndyRidgeUSA.com. Use code Fanatix10. I'm telling you, they are like sneakers. I just hooked up a couple of the boys with the pair of boots and they're saying the same thing. I'm telling you, the best riding boots out there. Use code Fanatix10 for your discount. Boy, is it hot out. Past couple days here, 90.5. That's gonna keep going up because I had the bike in the garage. Yeah, so if you guys are running some big power on your bike, I would definitely highly recommend you having at least a minimum of one fan. I've said it in the past, I'm going to tell you guys again. Like right now it's in the 90s, but if you guys are stuck in traffic or something, that's when the problems start occurring. It's 91.4, but it was actually a little hotter. Let's do it again. Front cylinder temperature, look at that, 250 degrees, 249. And I'm telling you guys, like, I didn't baby the bike from my house to here. 266, 260. These temperatures literally are like lower than it was when I had it stock with like no fan, no ULTRACOOL oil cooler fan on, and the temps was only, I think, 70 degrees in my first video. You need to go check that out. It is like literally 25 degrees hotter, and both cylinder head temperatures are like drastically cooler. The fans were kicking on, but they kick on for like 20 seconds, shut off. But it's amazing. I mean, I'm super happy with it, and you could definitely tell, obviously, by the head temps. The head temps are cool. All right, my boy Tuna just arrived. We're gonna check his. Oh, damn. That's great. You got the liquid heads on here. The oil-cooled heads. Very. Wow, look at that. Look at the difference. 230 degrees. Let me check the back. Wow. All right. That, dude, you see that?
that's crazy that he just came here, because I forgot he had the limited with the liquid cooled heads. That's a huge difference, because mine's a regular, mine's not liquid cooled heads, but his are. And you guys could see the amazing difference. I got the secondary oil cooler, and yours are still cooler than mine.
Well, I have no engine.
That's that's true. Yours is stock, but those numbers are drastic, like 60 degrees cooler.
Wow.
Yeah. That test, wow. Guys, that shows you a lot right there. What's up, man? Having liquid, or everybody keeps saying liquid cooled heads, but it's oiled cooled heads. But anyway, that is a huge difference. Even though Tuna's motor's stock, that is like 60 degrees cooler than even the other guy's numbers, or even my bike without the oil cooler. That is a significant difference. My recommendation is, if you had to buy a bike and do work to it, like stage 3, stage 4, whatever, definitely get a limited with oil cooled heads.
Because now you can add the jugs.
You could
add double, triple cool.
Right, exactly. But you're not only cooling the oil, the oil is directly going, the cooled oil is directly going in through the heads, because you got ports in the heads, like mine doesn't.
So you have to have.
That's a really good comparison. I mean, that makes a lot of sense.
And
I mean,
that's almost.
It's 92, 93 degrees. It is super hot out.
And I did some head temps on the other guy's bikes yesterday, and they were like in the 300s. All right, so we got Nadal here and his Beast 131. You got the fan on the oil cooler? Do you have the fan on the oil cooler?
Yeah. That
and he has the love jug. So when we get to the Wingman MC clubhouse, I'm gonna take the temps on his engine. Don't shut it off. Don't shut it off. Turn it back on. I want to see some. Two. 270, 280. Oh wow. That's hot. That's really hot. 323. That's really hot. 323.
I've been running there from. That's because of this.
I know, but that's hot, man. You need the ULTRACOOL on here. Holy cow! So that's a pretty good. That's a 131. Wow, that's a big difference. His bike with the oil cooled heads running like 60 degrees cooler. It's crazy.
Yeah, and the funny thing is about it, think about this, most of that oil cooling is just around the exhaust valve. Because that's where all your heat is.
Right.
To have that thing run actually better, you have to cool that exhaust.
Right. This thing runs so good.